welcome back to the Unmeasured Chef. All right, today we are going to make homemade pizzas from scratch. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Set, let's go. So, we are the Unmeasured Chefs, yes? But today we're going to measure, all right? Because we're dealing with dough, we have to be precise with what exactly we're doing. And I've got some requests for this dough from scratch, and I want to make sure that it's done well and right. So we're going to measure today, okay? It may be, about this and that, but we're going to get as close as possible to measure, okay? All right, so first we're going to start off with sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then we're going to have 3/4 cup of warm water. Put in your bowl. And then we're going to whisk it so that the sugar dissolves. Now it doesn't have to be fully dissolved, but I like to dissolve it all the way myself. And once that is done, we're going to take 1 teaspoon of active yeast. Sprinkle it on, and then we're going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. Once the yeast gets foamy, then you know we're ready for the next step. So we're back, and the yeast is now foamy. Yes?
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to add the butter, which is 1 tablespoon of butter, and then we're going to add some salt. We are adding 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Dough is the flour. It's going to be 2 cups of flour. Okay, and now we get the hands dirty. Just mix all the ingredients together until it makes a dough. So we're going to continue to knead the dough, and when you get almost everything incorporated in the dough, you're just going to fold it out onto your surface and just keep kneading it. Now this should not stick to your hand, and as you can see it's kind of flaky, so the more you knead it, it's going to start getting softer and softer. You want to keep it moving. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, but once it gets smooth, you're going to take your bowl and put a little oil in it. Now I'm going to use the same bowl with these little flour pieces in it. You can wash your bowl out if you want. Put some oil in it, and we're going to put our dough in it to rise. I have my grapeseed oil. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit into my bowl. Then use my hand to just get all the edges. And then I'm going to put my dough in, roll it around a little bit in the bowl. And then I'm going to cover it with a damp cloth and leave it to rise for about 2 hours. All right, so this dough has been rising for 2 hours, and it has doubled in size. What you're going to do is throw it out on your surface and punch it. 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 Okay, that's enough. Okay, now we're going to put in some garlic. This is optional. It's all up to you, but you know how we do. So, garlic in the dough. We knead it a little. Make sure we get garlic in everywhere. All right, now I'm going to cut it into 1, 2, 3. so that you can each make your own pizza. One for you, one for you, one for you. Now you can punch it, make it into a circle. Alright, now let me show y'all something. So you can use your fingers and you can spread it out like that, like this, to make it a circle. There you go. So we're gonna do cheesy crust. So we're gonna take cheese sticks, cut them in half. We're gonna put them around your crust. Gently. So this is what we're going to do in order to make sure that our pizza cheese sticks work. We're going to stretch it out a little bit and fold it over.
Good night, little cheesies. Go to bed and cover yourselves up, cause I'm gonna eat you.
During this time, we're going to transfer the pizza from the surface to parchment paper in our pizza pan.
And you're going to cut the middle, cut all the way around. Okay. So you're not doing a thick layer of sauce, you're just going to do a thin layer of sauce because you want to make sure that your pizza cooks thoroughly. So let's put a thin layer of sauce on. Now that the sauce is down, we're going to slice our pepperoni. Now it's up to you. You want to get the store-bought, already sliced and all of the things. I like to do it this way just because you can get them a little bit thicker than what you buy in the store. And we have our fresh mozzarella that we're going to shred. Oh, great. You can buy the already shredded cheese if you like. I find that the blocks of cheese melt better, but again, shredded cheese is so much easier to just sprinkle and go. Okay, now that the cheese is shredded and the pepperoni is sliced, it's time to build your pieces. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, here you go. So what we're gonna do next is, they have cheese in their crust. So what we're gonna do is just flip it and close it all the way around. Preheated the oven at 450 degrees, and we're going to put them in for about 15 minutes. While the children's pepperoni pizzas are cooking, I'm going to start preparing my vegetarian pizza. So I'm going to chop up all the vegetables for that. We have everything cut up. We have everything that we're going to put on the veggie pizza: cilantro, onions, orange peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, mushrooms, more mushrooms, cheese of course, some sauce, and garlic. All right, our dough has doubled, so we're gonna put some oil in the bottom of our pizza pan and spread it around. Now that is grapeseed oil. Spread it all around, get all the edges of our dough in. What I'm doing is just trying to get it evenly all the way around. Now you can take a fork and put a little bit of some holes, which will make the dough not rise as high, but I don't mind high dough, so I'm just gonna let it go. Okay. Now take the string cheese, put it around the edges. And it's up to you. I mean, do you have to be this particular? Probably not, but this is just the way I do things. I want to make sure that every piece of my crust has some cheese. And look at that little piece, fits in there perfectly. Okay. And then we're going to roll the dough over the cheese. Now time for the sauce. Now it's up to you how you want to do your sauce. You want to add a little, I think, evenly done. Well done, evenly done. Gotta put my garlic. Now it's time for the cheese. All right, now we have our cheese evenly distributed, I think. I'm gonna add our vegetables. Cilantro. Yellow peppers. Red peppers. Onions, orange peppers, and mushrooms. A little bit of crushed salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, a little bit of Italian seasoning, just a little sprinkle. Now I am going to turn these into just pick up each one and twist it. Alright, so here it is before it goes in the oven. We'll see what it looks like in about 15 minutes at 450 degrees. All right, guys, it is finished. So here you go, the vegetarian cheese infused crust. It looks amazing. It smells so garlicky. I cannot wait to eat it. And there you have it, cheese and pepperoni pieces from scratch with cheese crusts. And as we say, why use a book when you can cook? Unmeasured, that is. Until next time, bye-bye.